Up live now. Jay, sorry I screwed up your. Actually, I think they screwed up, but I probably pushed the wrong button, so you didn't get to witness Chick-fil-A uh, potatoes. All right, everyone, starting to come in. We just went live. This is Big Sound by Big Jeff podcast, episode 34. We have a special co-host, Jay, with B2 Audio, and we have a special guest, first time being on any kind of live or podcast. We have Eugen, who is affiliated with Deaf Bonce, building the world's loudest Mustang. We're going to be talking to him tonight. So, people coming in now, if you could hit that like button and share this out. What's up, George Perez? What's up, Dusty? Kick D 1904 got in here early. Thank you for joining in. Again, we work for likes. Tim Nolan, what's up? Hit that like button, share this out. Again, I got my special co-host, last minute, popped up over here, Jay with Beach Audio, and a huge guest, Eugen, which you're going to meet, who is building the loudest Mustang, which is going to be awesome. We're going to be talking about that tonight. Danny, what's up? Albuquerque. Ben Harrison, what's up? Audio on the budget, what's up? All right, the numbers are jumping up. That's awesome. We do a little chit chat in the beginning while everybody logs in. Also, we talked about this the last few episodes. Now, with the streaming software we're using, everybody can comment and everybody can see everybody's comment. If you're on Facebook, there's a link in the chat there to click, and you'll basically be able to show your Facebook page and name. Jimmy, Base Wars in the house. What's up, my friend? Brian, what's up? Let's see. Blazing, what's going on? Good to see everybody jumping in here. Appreciate you. We are streaming live on multiple YouTubes and multiple Facebooks. The cool thing about this is everybody gets to see everybody. Floyd in the house. Haven't seen you in a while. Mustangs, I'm a Ford tech. Let's talk. All right. We'll wait for a few more people. Some announcements we're going to talk about. Keep saying, make sure you like, leave a comment, and if you haven't subscribed or follow us, we appreciate it. There's been some talk back and forth in the interview we put out with Jay at B2 Audio. We are formally announcing bringing the product back into the U.S. here, and that should be less than about 45 days or so. Mike, what's up? Daniel Clark, what's up? Okay, y'all jumping in. So we got a big night tonight. Let's talk about, we started shooting some new unboxing videos at the new location, at the new warehouse, which is really cool. And then we will get to some testing for it. What's up, Juan? Thank you for jumping in. Love to see the count go up. Make sure you like, share, and comment. Thank you. We also have that affiliate program, which has really been working out. If you want, Deviant in the house. What's up, my brother? Go ahead and we have the Quasi P Shizzy video. Can we bust those out real quick while we're waiting to get started?
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Bass Addict 901 off YouTube, and I've been a Big Jeff Audio affiliate for over 6 months now, and it has been hands down the best affiliate program that I've associated myself with. Every time one of your followers make a purchase, you are compensated a portion of that purchase. You're gonna have a breakdown of every single product that was sold using your affiliate link, and it also tells you how much you made off that purchase. Everything is transparent, and it's up to you on how much money you want to make doing this, guys. The more you promote, the more money you can make. The payouts are paid every first week of each month. I don't understand what you guys waiting for, man. I'm putting you on game. Big Jeff Audio affiliate program, guys. A quick and easy way to make some good passive income.
That is Quasi, who's man, he's coming up in the YouTube world. He's been doing a lot of work, so big shout out to him. He's seeing how he can make some money. You can too, going to our website, signing up as an affiliate. Danny, what's up? Thank you everybody for joining in. Tonight is a big night. We have somebody on for the first time showing the building of a Mustang that will be all Deaf Bonce, and I'm telling you, once you see this thing, it will blow your mind. Also, big shout out to Parker the Basshead, who did something I didn't even know he was going to do. Did a funny skit. If y'all haven't seen it, let's play it real quick now. Can you cue up Parker's skit?
What's up, guys? Lil J here. Got some audio pop subs. 2 reviews for y'all. Let's get into it. Yo, who are you? Lil J. Homie Big Jeff sent me over here with some new subs to review on your channel, Mr. P.
Oh, cool, I guess. Tell Big Jeff thank you and carry on the review.
Do you like that earth-shattering bass that people can hear from a mile away down the block? You like red, I like red. Well, Audio Pipe likes red too, so we got some of these fellers to test out. These are, of course, the Audio Pipe HPD 12R.
Okay, first time seeing him do something like that. It hit off big. He's got major numbers. Big shout out to Parker the Basshead. I'm still, man, I'm just, every time I see it. Okay, we got plenty of people in here. Thank you for joining tonight. I'm going to get this place hyped up. Jay, we're going to get hyped up, you and me. We're going to kick this off in a minute. Jay's co-hosting tonight. We're announcing B2 Audio will be back in the USA. Approximately 45 days or so, you'll be able to get with all the new product that hasn't been here. So that's something big. We'll be working hand in hand. So that's something huge for you BTU audio lovers. But tonight we're talking about Deaf Bonce. We're going to go ahead and get this thing started. Thank you. Like, share, and comment. Let's get this thing kicked off, Ben. Let's start it.
Let's go. It's the Big Sound Podcast. Welcome back. Got one hell of a cast to keep it action-packed. Big Ben on the scene, yeah, and Taylor the hair. Allie the queen and Big Jeff in the chair. Got audio legends coming on the show. If you need some advice, then you'll be good to go. Got the usual suspects at the chats. And Deviant for life, straight rapping facts. Big Jeff coming through like he's Santa Claus, cause he be giving stuff away, yeah, he's the boss. And hit the website no matter what your budget's. Year, make, and model, we will tell you what fits. And hair tricks, get them for just $1. Cop a Big Jeff shirt and pop your collar. We bout to take off like a convertible drop top. Haters sneaking in, they get hit with that bot shot. Before we set it off, you gotta do something. Grab your chain, your shades, and your pinky ring. Now we ready to go, yeah, it's time to begin. You know it's Big Jeff Audio for the win. Team Big Jeff, y'all can start the show. Let's go.
3, 2, 1, go!
All right, we are here with Eugen. Eugen, I don't want to say you're affiliate Deaf Bonce. You actually work there, right?
That's right. Yes. Hello, everyone. Hey, biceps.
So, part of you working there, you're also able to do your build there, which is going to be used to obviously represent the Deaf Bonce name. So you kind of get best of both worlds. Before we kick it off, we always give stuff away. Tonight, we're going to be giving away a pair of Avatar XBR 613s. It's a 6.5 coaxial. If you all want to have a chance to win, go ahead and comment the word DEAF, DEAF, right now, and then we'll have Eugen pick a winner later on. Go ahead and comment the word DEAF, DEAF. Let's start off first. We have a little video of what's going on. We call it part one. Ben, go ahead and kick that off.
And the world's loudest Mustang.
You had 150 dB on just
1200. As of right now, it shows 1200.
How much of a difference when you open this side?
I didn't test.
Let's just see. I'm curious. And it's not even fully sealed up in there yet.
Yeah,
So that's pretty insane, man. Okay, so I was blown away coming down here for Christmas, and I make that trip. I was able to see it. Why don't you start off? Why don't you tell us about yourself and your role at Deaf Bonce?
So I've been starting actually being as a team Deaf Bonds part and build my first project on a Deaf Bonds. There was only a couple 12s from the trunk, and yeah, little by little, I just step up with the bigger quantity of the subs. So then I go with the 4 312s, and I actually completely destroy the C pillar. And after that, I decided to go with a full steel cage, of course. But yeah, that took me a lot of time to build because that's kind of huge project. It's my first that big project actually. So
And
it's
when we were there, and what I want people to understand is that you were showing and testing because you actually have where you can adjust the port, correct?
That's right. Yeah. So that's the quick story. First of all, when I started working with the DevBones, we decided to build the testing room. So all those room that been built, I built by myself, and that give us opportunity to test the equipment. Plus, in case of we needed to build or upgrade some project, we can do that right away. So that's really easy to do. So you pretty much connect all your measurement system, and you good to go to test the port. And yeah, at that time, actually the drivers, the passenger side, wasn't have the seal that goes around the window, and that's why we show only 1200. I mean the 150 dB from 1200 watt. So now I jump in on other numbers, but I'm gonna prepare all the video for that.
So you're talking about this is a setup there, which you can basically have every speaker mounted. You can turn one on, one off, which we did there, and it was incredible to see the difference between the different models. And then it looks like you're using SPL Labs to test. So let's start there because I think that was the biggest thing that caught my eye. We're about 1,000 or 1,200 watts, and you hitting 150 dB. So you're using that at a lower volume to
Mhm.
test and get that adjustment done. I mean, what are you shooting for? I mean, that was only 1,000 watts or so. I mean,
Right.
where do you think when you're done that thing is going to do when you're running 20,000 watts?
So I hope we're gonna hit, of course, 160. But the key actual idea of this project is to actually have great frequency range. That's why I decided to go with a sixth order, not with a fourth order, because the previous install that I was have it was a 212 or 412, no matter what. The frequency range was too low, and of course, to listening, everyday music, it's kind of you have to play around with a different song to find out which one's gonna hit better. So this is the thing what I'm hating, and that's why I decided to go with the sixth order. And of course, when we go with the full cage, we must to see the numbers because that's a lot of job.
But
And
Jay, you even said it too when we were watching earlier. You said, "What was your guess that this car is going to hit?"
It says most likely a 160 plus car, at
Right.
least with all the work you put into it.
Yeah, 100%.
yeah, if I'm gonna see 160, I'm gonna sit down, open up the beer, and say yeah. So the goal has been passed, and I'm good to go.
And
But
you know
yeah,
what's going to happen right afterwards?
what?
Right afterwards, you open up that beer, you'll get a comment. So when is it going to do 161? So
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
back
yeah,
to
for
work.
sure, for sure. Yeah, yeah. But
You
you know,
you'll
we have
always get
to
you're
jump
always
on.
going to get the people that are going to put their 2 cents in, and even a project that I've seen that you are being so meticulous on everything you do, you're going to have somebody that's got something to say. Let me ask you this, just to kind of update everybody. How long have you been here in the U.S.?
It's already about 13 years.
Right. So you're one of us. I know there's been this back and forth because Deaf Bounce comes originally from Russia, and it's like uh, product comes from everywhere. It is being sold, marketed, and even designed here in the U.S., and that's how we really should look at it. But either way, I think it's awesome that you're able to work there and then also test the equipment and have that set up for your build. How long do you think it's going to take to get? I mean, how much longer do you think you're going to have in doing the build?
So we already checked the list of the competition that we're gonna have in the future, and I think the first one gonna be made of steel.
Hmm.
which is I believe March. But
Right. Yeah, it's
so
March.
yeah,
Yeah.
I wanna actually show up over there and present the car the first time at those competitions. So I hope I'm gonna make it.
Right. And then I don't know, Jay, you're over in oh, sorry,
May,
May.
May,
Yeah,
May,
it's in
right?
May.
May, May.
Jay, you're over in Europe. I mean, is Deaf Bonce a brand that you hear about,
Sure,
throughout there? Yeah.
sure.
Uh
Very popular in Europe as well.
I think it's oh, you even got your boss in here. Uh
Oh,
there you go.
hey.
I even think, well, we're talking about Made of Steel. Definitely, we go out, set up huge. So even so, if you have the car together, we'll definitely see if we can get you in. Just park under the tents because I think it would be awesome to break it out there. Let me ask you this. Oh wait, we got somebody wrong. Road. Deaf Bounce MLH60, broad range speaker, clear and loud. I think he's asking, what more is that speaker designed for? You
It is.
probably be the best person to answer.
So, of course, if we're going to talking about different type of lane from the dev bones, so the loudest one will be the apocalypsis. And hold on, I have on my battery. And with some reason, the charging is not working. So, the loudest, of course, will be the dev bones lane apocalypsis. The machete is really good. They are really really clear and they playing like fine low, that's what I can say. So pretty much really good choice for everyday car.
Robin, we get this question all the time because we used to sell so much of the Deaf Bonds Stedner. Just due to things going on over there and the tariffs, it's almost impossible to get it here. So, unfortunately, till things change overseas, there will be no more Deaf Bonds Deadner. But we get the question all the time. People still love that stuff. Um, I, I wish I had pallets of it because people love that stuff. Let me ask you this. So, how much time are you putting in on the Mustang right now? I mean, how much time are you working on it?
About already about year and a half. Yeah.
So what really got you motivated to? And that's a newer Mustang. You chopped
Yeah.
it up. It's dead. It's sitting. It's steel racked fiberglass. I mean, I don't think it's really going back to factory. What
No
uh,
way.
what made you pick the Mustang, and what was the inspiration to start doing that build?
I'm kind of car lover, and I've been working as a truck driver. So and I didn't use car as the everyday driving car, and I just rent the Mustang one time, and I fell in love. I'm like, that's car that I like. I just like
That
it.
Mustang, yeah.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
How much power have you given these already? Let's pull up some
Uh,
pictures while we're talking, so everybody can get an idea. So here's the actual, which is incredible because I got to stand there and you get to hear the different speakers. Uh, and I'll tell you what, the last time I went in your boss's office, because that is, I don't know how he even focuses with the music in there because it is so loud. But this is awesome to have at your fingers. So there's the trunk. Why don't you describe what's going on in the trunk and what you're planning to put there?
So as of right now, there was a huge problem with actually space. There's absolutely no way to install some amplifiers and the batteries as well. And as of on that picture, the trunk lip already installed. So and in the bottom, in the trunk, we're gonna have all amplifiers. And now we already decide what which amp we're gonna install. It is gonna be actually four 8,000 watt amp SAA new Korean board that's actually assembly in China. So we're gonna install one 8,000 per sub, which is gonna be really funny, I think.
Okay, how much power have you? I know you're testing that lower power, but how much have you given these things some big power yet?
No, not yet. The reason why and why actually those numbers that we saw, it's not a lot at all because the port has been mounting only with the three screw, and the front wall was mounting on another four, I think. So that's not strong, and I don't want to break anything, before I finish the project. So and as of today we actually remove everything out of there. So there's no subs, no enclosure anymore. I gonna prepared and I already tuned the port. So I hope we're gonna see absolutely different numbers.
Okay, so in the doors, even how many speakers are there?
It is
Uh,
12 pairs of 67 AN, and I'm gonna power them up with a 1500.2 2 amp per one door. So
that's crazy.
it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, a lot of
That,
power.
that is crazy.
Yeah,
And you've done all this work yourself, right, man? You're doing the
that's right.
fiberglass, the welding, and everything.
Yeah.
So when did you get in the car audio? I mean, did you just self-taught? Were you working with somebody back in the day? I mean, what's that story?
Pretty much just working little by little and build the car. That's why it's probably took me already a year and a half, because yeah, I study a lot. You know how to make the fiberglass, and also there was some problem with the material, so it's really difficult to find the materials that you're looking
Right.
for. Because I'm familiar with a kind of just probably the language problem, I can say, because when I read the package, I don't really understand what I'm looking at. And I have to ask the people, like which fiberglass is better for that, or the resin. So that took a while, and then little by little I find out the whole product that I'm gonna use and start actually the whole build.
So there was a question up there. We lost it, but they're asking. So how many total speakers are going in the Mustang?
So it's gonna be 12 pairs of 67 and in the doors, and another three pairs in a trunk lip, and eight pairs of tweeters. So yeah, plus
A
Four
lot.
subs.
four
Four
subs. Yeah, four
subs.
subs,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
So
Of course.
great question. The AAK amps are not coming back. They were replaced uh, with a more price, I would say price friendly product. There are some 4Ks left. I think we got a few 2000.5s left and possibly a few 20s, but eights and sixes I think are completely gone.
Yep.
Um, what are your thoughts about the AK 20,000.1? Well, I
20.
mean, yeah, that's always been a strong amp.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, it's a price amp, but you're paying for Korean amp. You're paying for good, but the replacement stuff. So, what was the model numbers that replaced the AAK stuff?
So probably it's going to be SAA, but as a part of the employee, I can say it's going to be completely replaced, or we're not going to be able to see the AAK anymore. I'm not sure how everything going to go. That's, I think, perfect question for Vladimir.
Right.
Yeah, but those amp are pretty strong. So the new Korean one, yeah, there's only one reason they're going to be assembled in China, but that's give us ability to put the price down.
Yeah.
And yeah, now I already make the video about the 4000 SA 4000, and that's pretty cool. Now, pretty much, with the same price, you can get covered with the extra amp and got the amp for your like mids, highs, whatever you need.
And
So
so you
which is
all
pretty
know
cool.
Valdemir will actually be on the podcast. First time also for him ever really doing anything like that. We're going to have him on in March, so look out for that.
Yeah,
Uh, Eugen, we could probably have you back in too with him, which would be cool because at that time we could talk about hopefully the show. So that'd be really cool. Um, good question. So we missed one. One was you want to explain what you're doing for the electrical alternators, wire, batteries.
so let's start with the main source, probably alternator. So the alternator in my case is going to be manufactured. First of all, because the car is still under the warranty. I talked with I have a friend that working at a Ford in a Metro Ford here in Miami. I'm like, so what's the warranty mean if I'm gonna switch the alternator? He like, okay, probably your engine gonna be out of warranty.
Hold on,
Cause
hold on. So you're saying all this work you did is not going to be the problem? It would be if you changed the alternator. Are you kidding me?
yeah, they say I'm
What
gonna be out of warranty.
the?
I'm like, okay, that's like extended warranty, and I'm like, okay, so as of right now, I'm I'm gonna figure out something else, and I decided to install how much there was I believe 1280 ampere hours of lithium, and then I sit back and I'm like, I've been in a world final champion at Alabama, I believe,
Mhm.
and the competition was inside in a building, and of course they're not allowed to play a lot of because the engine must be on, and I'm like, so I might have the same issue. So I don't want that. I don't want to jump with the charger back and forward. And then I'm like, what if we're gonna put the the trunk right above the roof? And with that case, we can fit actually 2100 ampere hours of lithium.
Yeah,
I
but
think-
still, it's insane amounts of lithium.
Yeah.
Right.
Hours.
Is
It's
this one
crazy.
has the picture we were talking about where the batteries are going? Hold on.
There's gonna be probably the last picture.
Okay, hold on. Let's get
Yeah,
there.
there's little by little. Those also took me a lot of time to build. That's the distribution. And that's
That's
really
all
heavy duty
copper too. Yeah, that's all
yeah,
copper. That's a lot of money, man. This is crazy. Hold on.
yeah.
How much was the car actually?
Right, the car. What do you
Uh,
mean the car, Jay? The rest of the car is probably not even worth much.
Probably
as it is
twice
on-
cheaper.
Right.
I'm just thinking about how much was the base cost of the car versus like 21 amp hours of
Oh,
lithium.
right here. Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna install this on top
Right.
Wow.
to hold the batteries.
Yeah, and that's 800 pounds.
Wow, dude, not even that, Jay. He's got the factory suspension. It's just sitting on the ground.
It is right
You
now,
got
yeah.
you got the cage, the wood, everything, the door. I mean, the car probably is double the weight easily. Okay, because like I said, seeing it in person is so different than seeing these on these pictures. Everyone, I'm just telling you that
But you know
right
what
now.
the good thing is? It'll probably be the only Mustang that will keep itself on the road instead of going into all kinds of spectators and people and all that stuff. So that's a good thing.
I'm just well, I mean, with that much lithium, you could probably play for a while. But still, man, you're talking about 800 pounds on top. I don't know, man. I've seen some extreme stuff, but that's pretty extreme. If y'all are just tuning in, thank you. Make sure you hit the like button, share this out. Eugen here works at Deaf Bonce. He's building what he says is going to be the world's loudest Mustang. That's what we're talking about tonight. This is really cool. We're also giving away a set of Avatar 6-inch coaxials. We'll do that shortly. Make sure you comment the word DEAF, DEAF, if you haven't done it already. We got Jay here co-hosting from B2 Audio, which popped in from Denmark today. So that's real cool. It's just a good night. We got a lot of people. We got a lot of comments, man. We're having a good time. Let's do this. Go ahead and let's just skip ahead. Let's do a short video break. Play the Mustang Part 2. And then when we come back, we're going to give away the first set and we'll start the next giveaway. Let's take a short video break. We'll be right back.
Part 2. Update to the Deaf Bonce's loudest Mustang in the world build.
Most major change is the port. I redone the port with a fiberglass now, really heavy duty one, so it's 3/4 of the inch of thickness with the fiberglass, which is a lot. It is all about the SPL, all about the experience. I'm not gonna surprise you because the score not gonna be super high. Just as a reminder, the previous score was 148.9 with 1600 watts. What has been redone as the port, and also I built one of the side panel. So in here we have all information about the amplifier. We have a SPL next LCT connected, the power that goes in our subs, and the impedance. So this is pretty much the whole the main information that we needed. So 834 watts, 150.3. 1629 watts, 152.8. But of course, guys, keep in mind, that's not the final score. There's still a lot of job in the front that I have to working on. And then we're going to be able to see the final numbers. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you for watching this video and thank you for your support.
I got a couple questions because I picked your head on the weekends on this kid with the SPL labs. You're using the clamp, right? And you're doing that on the positive speaker wire. And then you're also running from the clamp power and ground to the speaker or the power and ground on the amp?
Just one clamp that goes on the positive of the output from the amplifier. That's pretty much all.
Okay. My question is, when we're seeing that, the amperage didn't seem to really raise. Is that not reading right, or is that correct that it's not pulling that much amperage?
To be honest with you, I didn't pay attention on that information. The only information that I attention is the impedance. The impedance, actually, the most important for me is the impedance. So the
Right.
rest of the information is not that important because when I move the port, I see how the impedance has been raised or go down. So this is really
Right. Which we
important.
talk all the time about box rides or whatever you want to call it. So
Yeah.
where is that raising to right now? Where are you seeing
Um,
it?
so right now everything wired at the 4 ohm because that's the quickest option to wire, and the impedance been raised up to I believe 16 ohms.
Really that
Yeah,
high?
that
So then
high.
That's not bad
you're
in a sixth order.
Six
huh?
order,
That's
yeah.
not too bad in a sixth order. That's
Yeah, I
pretty
know, but I'm
okay.
just saying he's not going to get. I mean, the power that you would get even out of that AAK 20. That's what you're going to use at the end, the AAK 20, or you're going to use one of the newer amps.
No, we're gonna use now for 8,000 watts.
Okay. My thing is, Jay, if it raises to 16 ohms, I mean, how much power can you expect to get out of the amp?
Keep in mind it has been wired right now with a 4 ohms. So per amp, it's gonna be wired in 1 ohm. The impedance is gonna grow up to 4 ohms. So probably
Oh,
we're
okay, so
looking
not
at
that
about,
bad, right? But you're
yeah,
still talking about a quarter of the actual power you would get out of it. So you have
yeah,
to
yeah.
get bigger amps to change with that. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's why I
Or
decided to go with 8,000 per sub. With that way, together with the impedance and all that stuff, plus, of course, we're never gonna see 14 volts at all the time, so it's always gonna be 13.6 or something. So we're looking at maybe a little bit less than RMS per sub or something close to.
Right. Anybody wants to become rich, figure out how to get rid of box rides. There's no way, I don't think, but that would be a way to get rich, I think, because that could kill you. When I've seen some go up, when you have a 1 ohm stable amp and you're 5 ohms, how much power you really getting out of it. Robin says, "What do you think about the Avatar stews?"
I really love them, and we
Yeah,
already have a test on our channel. The sub actually hold RMS pretty cool.
I think, dude, I don't even know, but I think we sold a couple hundred over Black Friday weekend because the stews were discounted. Every time they just fly. I mean, it's amazing how many people buy those subs. I mean, it's just a good Avatar sub. So let's do this real quick. You did not. My guys are going to pick out a winner for the giveaway, and when
Mhm.
they pop it up, if you want to read off their name, and we're going to get that out of here.
Sounds
We'll get
good.
on to the next one. Ben, Taylor, you guys already pick out a winner. Can you pop that up?
Justin Santos.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You won a pair of Avatar 6-inch coaxials. Contact us at 737 Big Jeff, and my team will get that out. Also, everybody was asking, we have locked down. Let me hold on. It's going to make sense in a minute. Jay, I should have gave you a set while you're over here. Jay's actually in the office with me in the other room in my bookkeeper's office. Just so y'all know, before he flies back to Denmark. Hold on.
oh shit, grills.
All right, I'm getting used to it. All right, so yeah, we have locked down the grills. Okay, they are on the way. They're coming from China, obviously same places we get the plastic chains and the glasses and
Is this
everything.
plastic?
That is plastic. Yeah, no, I didn't give you
I thought I was
something real.
getting rich.
No, I was hoping you were going to give me a set. So we all have the Hater starter kit, which is the glasses, the chain, and the ring. We are coming up with the Haterade kit, which will include gold grill. And these aren't plastic; these are like a stainless steel plated, so they're medically good. They're going to last. Anybody interested? We're going to have two sizes: 8 teeth and 6 teeth. So big mouth, little mouth. Obviously, I have a big mouth that's 8 teeth, but you too can get your Haterade kit. So big shout out. I'm going to do it. The chains actually started because I hear the guy all the time saying, I'm the one who started it. Yeah. Jeremy from Demo Brothers was trolling me about my actual chain and turned lemons into lemonades, as they say. And I turned into one of the most popular promos I've ever done. It's been incredible. The amount of chains we give away, we literally order them by the thousands. And every show we give them out, customer orders get them. And people that send in the picture, yeah, I mean, they're all over the place. Kids, animals. There's a goat, dude. Do you see the goat, Jay? That's a
Yeah.
goat wearing the
Yeah.
Big Jeff chain, man.
A
I mean,
goat
it's
wearing the-
crazy.
Exactly.
I had at the last show we were at Eastbound Get Down. There was dogs that they had the chain on as like a leash. Incredible what it's done, and then we're gonna grow on that. So for all you Big Jeff supporters, I know I got plenty of haters, and that's fine. I love you too, but you supporters, when you take a picture with the chain or your equipment online, we kind of throw you in a giveaway, and you never know, you'll get a call. Yep, and reach out. So, Eugen, I'm sorry we didn't get you. You said I'm going to definitely get them to you, so you have your kit, which is really cool. So, the next giveaway tonight, everybody loves free shit. We're going to give away another set of avatars. These are the MTU 61 LEs. So, this is what Eugen, mid-range or mid-bass, you would say?
Mid-range.
Mid-range. Okay. So 6-inch, 300 watts, 4 ohms. I need you to comment the word Mustang, Mustang, and we'll give away a set of those. One thing we try to do, Eugen, I don't think we just met, but we've been more talking, and
Yeah.
I consider you a friend now. I started this company by trying to give back as much as I can to everybody. I think I was probably the first one going to shows and giving stuff away instead of charging, and that's the way it should be. So I know some of the people just follow along for the free stuff, and that's fine. And I got a lot of faithful supporters in here right now. Thank you so much. We are here, first time ever, I think, of anybody from Deaf Bonce being on any kind of interview or live. So I'm thank you so much for coming on. We are actually going to have the owner here of the Deaf Bonce USA, and hopefully Eugen again in March after the Made of Steel show. So that should be a good show. Okay, you guys are commenting. Let's get on to the next thing. I think, what kind of like modifications have you done or you're going to need to do on the car itself without voiding the warranty?
So I'm still have the biggest question is the suspension probably, and the tires as well, because actually I spoke with a couple of guys who are doing the drag racing. They're pretty smart about the tire and alignment, which is also really important.
Yeah, because you got so much weight. Have you even tried to figure out how much weight approximately is going to be in there?
No, not yet, but I'm simply gonna weigh them in. So I'm gonna stop by the scales, and as soon as I'm gonna finish up the build, I'm gonna stop by the scale, and I'll see, what we're looking at, and from there I'm gonna move forward to start, some conversation with the suspension brands probably, and the tires also, to find out the good opportunity and make sure I'm gonna be safe on the road.
Right. And if you all don't know, you can follow. How do they follow you? I know you got a YouTube, right?
Yeah, YouTube. We have a YouTube, Alphard USA, or Facebook, on the Facebook, DB Mustang Eugene, or Instagram. Instagram pretty much the main source for me.
And that's scrolling at the bottom. So when we're done here, y'all check it out, subscribe. I think a lot of people watch videos, forget to subscribe or hit that like button. That means a lot. One, everybody wants the subscriber count to go up. And two, the likes make a difference on the algorithm. So if people like and comment, it does push the videos up higher. So if you could do that and check him out, that would be awesome. I'm sure we have a lot of Deaf Bonce lovers in here, people that maybe never dealt with equipment. I can tell you that when we got the brand, it's been a constant rise each year for us. So, and I got to tell you guys, your boss, I keep saying your boss, but he's just a regular guy that came over here, man, with nothing. I don't know, some of y'all don't know his story, which you will hopefully in March. He worked for this. This wasn't given to him. He's not rich. I mean, that dude busted his ass, and I have so much respect for him, and I think maybe that's why me and him clicked, because we're on that same level. So big shout out there. Okay, let's talk more about the car. So what's next? I'm going to bring up some pictures. Let's go over some pictures together. So obviously you were able to get some Deaf Bonce sound deadening. Did you save enough, or do you have to use another brand?
So I actually purchasing those. This is double rigid.
Right. Most popular, hands down stuff.
Yeah, I purchased that about 2 years ago.
Right, lucked out.
Yeah, and it's just been sitting in garage and for the for the better time, like when I'm gonna start on the car. But I already knowing that that's what I needed, the double rigid for sure. Yeah, and there was the same story about me actually when I started building the car with the four 12s. The way how we build it was working as the interstate truck driver for a month, then stopped by at home for 2 weeks, and the whole 2 weeks, me and Anton, we was working in the garage to build the Mustang, and then I'm leaving again in the trip.
Right, and just so everybody knows, Anton's the warehouse guy, right?
Yeah, he also working
Yeah.
there in the
Have you
shipping.
ever seen him or meet him? He's a big Russian dude. I mean, Anton is one of those guys you just kind of look at, and if you wait to see if he smiles or not. But he's a really cool dude, man. Big shout out to him. Hopefully he watches this. Let me ask you this: so when Deaf Bonce released the 4512, why was that not a better option, being a smaller vehicle for you?
So that the 12s, it's my favorite size of the subs actually, and the way how you saw the way how I have to load the subs in. This is really difficult way to load, which took me a lot. And I don't know if you know, I actually been hurt my back, and I sitting almost week, without standing from the bed almost. That's how I removed the subs
Well,
from the truck.
hold on, I'm just going to cut you off here. No, one cool thing about Deaf Bonce, every speaker and woofer has a recone kit, and most of them are available. I think there's a couple out of stock. Nothing's worse, in my opinion, in the world when a manufacturer doesn't provide the way to rebuild it and then tells you there is no warranty on it. Okay, no warranty, but you don't want to give me the way to fix it, which is obviously much cheaper than buying a new one. I know some of y'all are used to certain brands or certain speakers that are warranted, but when it comes to the high-end, high-power rating competition type, I don't care what brand it is, there is no warranty. You buy it, you blow it up, it's yours. One thing I could tell you is we carry every single mid-range, mid-bass, and woofer recon kit. So no, you don't have to send it out. Is it an easy task? I don't know, but I don't think so. It's not really hard. It's something that you can watch on YouTube and figure out. I mean, it's basically getting it centered up and gluing it and being patient, using the right glue. I mean, you could jump in, Eugen. I mean, I don't think reconing is very hard. Maybe the first time. I think the biggest thing is the gluing. Jay, you could jump in on this one. You know a lot. What do you think? I'll ask you first, Jay. What do you think the hardest thing is about reconing a woofer?
Well, probably getting it centered first and foremost. If they're not really using a good gauge, and if it's a drop-in kit, it's fairly simple. It's basically just doing it. But if you're only given parts yourself, and you don't know where to basically space the coil or put on the spiders and so forth.
I'm going to say most people forget cleaning it out, because we have to we have to, we recone here, speakers and tweeters, and I tell my guys all the time, blow it out, use something to clean out, because dust gets in there, and that could really screw up your day. Eugen, have you had to recone anything? Have you done it before?
You're going to be surprised, but I've been in the car audio for about totally, together with my experience in Russia, about 20 years, I think.
Oh wow.
Like at the 20 years, that's mean I've been super young, and that's the first time when I almost catch a fire with the car, because of course I put the different wire, plus to minus to plus, and that was power. And for all that time I blew 12 speakers.
That's it.
Zero stops.
Well, you got to think too, though. Properly powered, properly tuned, you shouldn't have that problem unless there's a manufacturer's defect. If there's a manufacturer's defect, you're going to know right away. Okay. The biggest problem people have, I think, and just me being in the online world, retail, direct to consumer, and wholesale, you get that friend that goes in there and thinks he knows better, and he just starts cranking stuff up. So there is a certain point where something does not go louder, and by turning it up is not going to make it any louder. It's just going to blow it up. Yeah. Yeah,
follow
exactly.
follow up the clipping. So clipping is the reason number one why everything actually has been destroyed.
Hmm.
And yeah, I also know that experience. I see a lot of equipment been burned. Even if it's I mean, I can feel you some of the people purchasing like new Neo 8s, which cost like a lot of money,
Right, right.
and they burn right away just because he tuned it wrong. So I think we do have a lot of videos on the YouTube. Just follow some simple rules and don't need to give the speakers wherever is not needed for that.
Yeah, yeah. Now
So
it can be tuned right. I ain't gonna lie. At Eastbound, I fried a 4515, but due to I didn't let the coils cool off enough. Okay, we're running a lot of power to them, and we haven't had any issues. Finally, one snap, crackle, and popped, but I could feel the heat. You got to let the stuff cool off. I know Parker the Basshead loves doing that 5 minute test. That's a lot to stay full volume, full RMS volume, 40 hertz, 5 minutes. He's done it with the Deaf Bonce speakers many times that have gone past that limit, which shows you the quality of the parts. But stuff also needs to cool off. You can't. It's like driving a car. I mean, it's gonna eventually overheat. It needs some rest. You can't just run it nonstop. So those two things for sure.
and
Go ahead.
yeah, really simple thing. So the RMS power, that's all what we needed. And together with that, when you provide RMS power, let's say you're using something like 4512, really heavy duty subwoofer, and we just spoke about the impedance and all that stuff. So you can imagine how difficult to provide the good power to your sub, something like 4512.
Right. And that you hit around the head. There's dirty power and clean power.
Right, right.
Jay, we talk about also the quality of the product. Just because something puts out a ton of power and it's rated for that does not mean it's good, clean power. Unfortunately, in my opinion, y'all can fry me if you want. I think a lot of the Brazilian stuff is not clean power. It makes a lot of power. It's great for the price, but it's not really clean power. And I think there's a lot of defective rate when doing that. Okay. The other thing too is it's not just the woofer and the amp, it's also the power going to the amp. If you don't supply the right voltage and amperage, you're going to basically cause everything to heat up, which is from resistance. Okay. And you're like a ticking time bomb at that point. And unfortunately, I get people now buying a 8,000 watt amp running on a factory battery and a factory alternator, and because they did a big 3 kit under the hood, they think it's all good, not realizing that amp might be pulling 500 amps at its peak, and your car is only producing 80 or 120, and then you're talking about not even an AGM battery. I mean, it's just, people have to understand, just because you buy a big amp and you have thick wire, that's not everything. They're start to finish, as you can see in this Mustang. Eugen, if you want to answer this, you can.
Yeah, of course. How I've been in the car audio for about 20 years. Yeah. That's somewhere about. And the first time when we did it, there was my father's car, and he purchasing the radio. And
Yeah, they were
together
asking.
we're
They were asking how old you are.
32.
32. So
Yeah,
you've
young
been in
guy.
such a yeah. Jay, would you tell everybody your age?
It depends, because there might be some nice women out there, and I don't want to ruin my chances.
Jay is the youngest looking person I've ever met. Eugen, you obviously look young and you still are young. If you could guess, how old do you think Jay is?
This is the most difficult question.
Right, because you already know it's
in
going
a
to be
podcast.
right. Yeah,
whatever I'm gonna say is gonna be wrong.
Hey, just try it.
Yeah, just try it. We're all friends.
Let's
here.
do
Oh, we got people jumping in. Everybody's putting in.
36.
Whoa, everybody's jumping to 48. I would never expect people to start high.
I'm going with Juan. Juan Roque, you were
36.
on point.
Juan is 33. Ken 48. I'm amazed you all are pitting such high numbers.
all of those guys, Juan, Noah, Danny, and Ken, and all those guys, they already know me, so they already know me.
Right, so that's why. But yeah, he's up there, but he's got a. I don't know if it's the water in Denmark, but he's got a young face.
49 is
right.
what I'm turning this year.
So Eugen, you've really been in this since you were what, 13 then?
Yeah, that was the first experience with my father, and then when I'm decided, okay, that's pretty cool. I like the radio, I like the speakers, and this is pretty nice. And the most funniest part of like my off time when I'm off of the school. So I just ask his key, go in the car, and turn some music, and I just sit in the car listening music.
So I don't think really people ever asked, and I've talked about my first car that I put. You're gonna be shocked because this is how old it is. I had a Dodge Omni. I don't know if anybody knows what a Dodge Omni is. Yep, Dodge Omni, maybe in '85 or something. Okay, and then I actually had a AudioVox 2 knob, right? Okay, that had a common ground, which means you had a left and right positive. You had one ground for the speakers. First time ever. And then I had a set of bumper 6x9s.
Bumper.
BUM. That was pretty popular back then. In a board. So the Omni is like a hatchback. So there was just a board with the bumpers in it. I take it back. First I had Jensen's, then I got bumpers.
Oh.
And up front, the door's so flat, I was able to fit a 6.5, but it was like this thin. It was so small. That was my first system. I with my uncle was probably the first time. I was with him. We wired it up, ran the wire in the doors. That was my first ever touch of car audio. And you know what the funny part was? Even back then, I don't even know how old I was. I got to be probably 13 too, man. And I'm 46 now. I remember sitting in there and I played it all the way till the battery died. It was just the coolest thing ever. The 6x9s to me was bass. No lie. Right? So then I was hooked. And I got a Jensen amp and I got some bumper 15s.
Ooh.
You couldn't tell me nothing, bro. Okay? You couldn't tell me nothing. I don't care if it was in a $200 Dodge Omni or not with a 2-shift tape deck. You couldn't tell me shit. Okay.
I'll tell you something then. Something.
Go ahead. What was yours?
I saved up a lot of money and I turned 18. I went to a store. I wanted to buy this subwoofer. I saved for a long time. It was, I think it was a Soundstream or something. Whatever it was, at least I saved a lot of money. I had the sub was a band pass or a 4-footer.
They were popular years ago, band passes, yeah.
And it worked for 30 minutes. That's it.
That was done. George Perez, this is a good question for you, Eugen. What Deaf Bonce, excuse me, because they will kill me if I don't say Deaf Bonce. Deaf Bonce speakers are, man, you know how many people rip me up on videos for saying it that way. What Deaf Bonce speakers are good for SQ sound quality?
So
I'm going to guess he's saying, well, let's look at it both ways. What speakers, coaxial, mid-range, whatever, and then what woofers, if you were to recommend if somebody's trying to build a sound SQ system?
Yeah, we pretty much have a line of the Blake Hydra, where it's all SQ, like 100% SQ system. So there, we do have a 6.5. So we also do have a kit. I'm not sure if it's available as of right now. 6.5 as of mid-range, also the mid woofer. Then 2.5 as of mid-range, and the tweeter.
That's for you, Deviant. Yep, Little Jeff back then for sure. That was a good one. Sorry. So they have the black. Oh, come on. Somebody did it. Jesus, you guys got me. That was, well, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It went from there. We came from New York to Florida. Wasn't rich. Never was rich and worked for it. But yeah, Dodge Omni. Okay. Now you guys got me off track. Screw all of you right now. So speechless. Okay.
And you guys forget about the mystery subs, huh?
Well, the which ones?
Mystery
subs.
What are those?
You didn't even have them?
No, I didn't have mystery subs. What is that?
This is one of the most popular sub in Russia was when I was.
Oh,
young.
Russia, yeah.
Yeah. Mystery.
So this has been a good night, man. I'm having a good time. Thank you everybody for coming in. We still got some time. We might run over a little bit first time, but let me ask you this. He was talking about Black Hydra, which is their sound Q line. Yeah, SQ. They're not cheap, but they are high end, big quality for sure. What would you recommend if somebody was building an SQ system and they had to pick out the subwoofers? I know we do a lot of the 8-inch. Shoot. Go ahead. I'll let you answer while I'm looking it up.
If we're gonna talking about the SQ system and you're looking for some subwoofer, the 18-inch we have 2508.
Right. That was what it is. 2508's been a huge seller.
Yeah, but it is more like SPL sub. So we also have a Blade Hardware subs. And again, we do need it to double check the stock. I'm not sure if it's in the stock right now.
Right.
But yeah, also like 100% SPL, I mean SQ subwoofer, which is going to be great for SQ system. And of course, if you're going to build the true SQ system, you have to follow the all companies to be SQ.
We have the man. You guys got me off track. Let's go ahead and get the winner together for the MTU 61 LEs. That's a mid-range. You were supposed to comment the word Mustang. Eugen, when they pop up the name, why don't you say the name of the winner? You guys got them ready?
Jacob Wilmer.
Congratulations, Jacob.
Congratulations.
Yeah, 737 Big Jeff, and we will ship you out your speakers. We got to see some pictures, some video. I'm excited to see what that Mustang will do at the end of the day. So hopefully we get you out there at Made of Steel and then get you back on that podcast. In May.
May I ask a question?
Yeah, I do my best.
Is this going to be a daily driver, or are you going to have it on a trailer? Or
I mean, great question. I don't know why
daily driver car. Yeah, it is daily driver car. But of course, if we're gonna go somewhere far away, yeah, I'm gonna use the towing.
Say goodbye to the gas mileage. I can't even imagine what that's gonna be like.
Oh, guys, the last time when I drove the car, it was a trip to Tallahassee.
Whoa.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and I spent about 4 tanks on my way there, and halfway back, I'm like, I think now is the perfect time to actually rent the towing, and I'm still gonna save the money.
Right? Yeah, it would probably still be cheaper for sure.
Yeah, and that was not that heavy as of right now.
we wanted to pull up. Hey guys, because I can't find. You guys want to pull up the Machete MFA amps? Eugen, you want to give everybody a breakdown on these new amps? They've been pretty popular.
Yeah, MFA was tested pretty much. Almost all lane of the MFA has been tested already. So, and the cool thing is, our friends actually already test them and compare with sound quality amplifiers, Blade Hardware, and the sound quality from that amplifier is absolutely insane. So, you're gonna get really good power output, and you can see the all RMS power has been shown at the 4 ohms, so you don't have to worry to count what wattage is gonna give you. And
these are super small. Some of these are like the size of your hand.
Yeah,
Tiffany style RCAs. You guys didn't cut no corners, but the pricing is incredible. They're real small. There's a bunch of 2 channels and 4 channels. These are available. They've been selling like crazy. So if you're looking for a small, efficient amp, I'll give you a. Let me just see right here. MFA. Just give you guys an idea. So that's the 2.420. So that's less than $200, $189. And these are rated correct, right, Eugen? I mean, they're getting.
The almost all of them has been tested at the video, and those video are available on our YouTube channel. There's a pretty quick video. I tried to do like 3 minutes video, just quick test on all impedance. And those amps was really good. And we use them. I'm gonna use them in Mustang.
If people, I mean, this amp right here is only $240. This is a 1,000-watt 5 channel. How much power is out on the 5th channel?
Those amplifier in person I didn't saw yet.
Okay, so that'd be something we want to get up. Yeah, Mike AC's the Tiffany style are. Yeah, I mean they didn't cut no corners, guys. I mean they were able to bring in new product, less expensive, but the same quality for sure.
And
Here's
actually,
go ahead.
yeah, and the cool thing is, if we're talking about the quality, in this case, you can see that the whole design has been updated. Even if we're gonna go with the SAA lane, MFA lane, this pretty cool. That's gonna match in style in case if you're gonna use, different actual lane of the amplifier. And the cool thing is, it's much more efficient on the like cooling system with this kind of body. So it's cheaper and actually better in the same time.
We got a few minutes left. If you have any direct questions for Eugene or even Jay with B2 Audio, this is your time now. While I'm waiting to see if any pop up. Next episode is next Tuesday, January 30th. I'm actually going to be co-host with Sean Mayo from Excess Power, and we're going to be interviewing Tony from MechMan. I'm not sure why his picture's not there. I don't know if you all know, Tony is the guy to go to when it comes to alternators. So that'll be next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. You can chime in on Facebook and or any of our YouTubes. Please like, subscribe, and share. That's what we do it for. Instagram, Jay.
Yeah, basically Instagram for B2 Audio is B2 Audiogram, and YouTube, that's basically B2 Audio.
Yeah, and
we'll be revamping the
revamping that for sure.
Exactly.
We also announcing the winner for the BJ battery next week. Oh yeah, so we also have a giveaway. Do you guys have the video loaded up for that, or is it too late? We are giving away. So the Big Jeff batteries came in, all the pre-orders shipped out. Thank you so much for everybody. We were doing a giveaway. Basically, I don't know if they have the video loaded. We can play it real quick, but check it out on YouTube. You had to like and comment and then share it somewhere in the cardio world online. That's right, they don't have it loaded. But you can check that out. We're going to be announcing that next week also, the winner. So you still have time. Basically, go to the YouTube video, comment, like, and then share the video somewhere. Oh, Ben found it. Can we play it real quick?
It's Big Jeff. If you haven't heard by now, the Big Jeff 22 amp per hour batteries are here, lithium style. And what better to do than give one away? So how can you get one? Well, on this video, I want you to like it, comment your name and location, and then share this in some other cardio group. And you're gonna tag us, Big Jeff Audio, and the hashtag BJ22. That's it. And then we're gonna announce the winner January 30th, 7:30 p.m. on the Big Sound by Big Jeff podcast, where we have Tony from MechMan on, and Sean Mayo is gonna be my co-host. And we'll be giving one of these away to you. Yes. I'll see you soon.
That's how simple it is to win one. Comment, like, and then share it in some group to help spread the word. It's a great battery, super small, tons of power. It's a LiPo 4, so it's very safe, built-in balancer. Really good for 15 and under volts, factory setup, or even an aftermarket that charges like 14.8. Perfect. Tiny. You can put a bunch together if you want.
You can even put them on top of the Mustang.
I don't know, because he's trying to do like 800 amps of power.
How much on this way? About container, so I'm gonna use them all.
Right, he needs the whole pallet, and he's gonna have them all. I mean, it would just be nuts. If you all would like to be on the podcast or have somebody you'd like us to get on the podcast, send us an email to podcast@bigjeffaudio.com. We will do our best to get them on. We are booked up all the way through to next month with multiple people. Even Rockford will be on. We're going to have MechMan on. We're bringing back. We're going to have Deaf Bonce back on in March. We got so many things lined up. We've been doing this each week for 34 episodes. This has been really cool. I appreciate everybody logging in. If you want to get a picture, and this goes, I got two guys right now. I got the owner of B2 Audio, and I got Eugene here from Deaf Bonce. If you have a video or pictures of your install, we love to put them up. We love to use our social media platform to get you some credit. You can send that. There's a part on our website that you can click right there, and you can click that red button there and then upload to it, and then we'll shout you out. So if you have a nice install or something you're working on, send it over to us, video or pictures, and we'll definitely shout you out. Eugen, I'd like to keep updated with you on the progress, and then maybe even have you back on before Made of Steel to go over it, and then obviously after Made of Steel. Jay, thank you. I knew you flew out. Yeah, thanks for flying out and coming by and seeing us. If you all don't know, B2 Audio is back. It will be in the U.S. here very shortly, so we'll be working on that. Brandon says, Big Jeff, thank you so much for having a platform for car audience. Yeah, man, I try. This isn't one where people just sit around and talk, which I know some people like that. We try to bring on people in the industry, either in the creator industry, the manufacturer industry, the installer, the builder. We try to bring them on. Jay, maybe we can even get Brian on here with the.
We should have Brian, and I think we should even have one of the fabricators helping him out.
Yeah, they actually, Eugen, this guy Brian is building a Hummer.
Mm-hmm.
He actually flew installer from Italy here
nice.
in Albuquerque to do the build. Pretty crazy. That's taking it real far. Yeah, we could definitely do that. Okay, listen, everybody. Episode 34 was a hit. Eugen, thank you so much for coming on. I'd like you to keep us updated. Make sure you check out his page, YouTube, Facebook. Stay up to date with it. We will be back here next Tuesday with another podcast. And, man, thank you so much. I appreciate everybody for coming on.
Thank you, guys.
Were great. Yeah, we had great. I mean, we probably could have went on for much longer, but we'll have them back on.
Let me do a shout out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Shout out to Max Customs.
Max
Massimiliano Grassi.
Where's that out of?
That's the guy from Italy.
Oh, wow. Okay. Eugen, you got anybody you want to shout out?
Not really.
I caught you off guard there. No worries. Okay, guys, let's take us out. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one. Have a good night.
Good night.
Another show in the bag, yeah, that's a wrap. Big Sound is the best, and it ain't no cap. Hit the website if you need that merch. It's Big Jeff Audio and hit the search. I know you had fun, yeah, you gotta admit it. That boy Big Jeff took his thing and he did it. Always a win, yeah, never a L. Did you smash the like, subscribe, and hit the bell? Share it on your socials, put it on blast. We'll be back next week with another podcast. Big Sound in the house, like no other. Deviant and Big Jeff, the Basshead Brothers.